You guys are not going to want to miss the Shiba Inu burn news. What is going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video, guys. Before we get into this article and talk a little bit about what's going on today, make sure to like the video, guys. Let's get this video to 500 likes, guys. Plus, if you guys want to pick up a free stock with public.com, hit the link down in the description below. Public.com is like a social and media network for investing. You guys can follow some of your favorite investors, some of your favorite celebrities, and of course, you can follow us and see what we're buying, what we're selling, and what we're talking about in both the stock and the crypto markets. And two, if you guys want some free money, it's literally free money. You guys get a free stock when you sign up using our link. You guys can use that free stock if you guys want to buy some Shiba Inu, if you guys want to buy some other stuff, whatever you guys want to buy or use that free stock for. If you want to sell it, if you want to keep it, whatever, you guys can do that down in the description below. It's basically kind of a way to get some free Shiba Inu kind of in the same breath. Very, very cool indeed. And make sure, of course, to hit the link down in the description below, you guys, and deposit $1 because that's how you get the free stock that could be worth up to $70, guys. Could be Tesla, could be Google, could be Amazon, could be Disney, could be a variety of really, really great companies, guys. So either way, hit the link down in the description below. But let's talk about this article. So Shiba Inu is only 59% of the initial supply of Shib is still in circulation. So 59% of the initial supply is still in circulation. I just had to read that again because, guys, that is a crazy, crazy metric. We've already burned almost over half, or either burned or taken out. Well, yeah, pretty much burned all of the, or not 59%, but at least 49 to what math percent of the Shib circulation, guys. That is insane. So let's read a little bit more. 41%. There's the number. Thank you. Sorry. As you can tell, math is not my strong point. You can roast me in the comments if you'd like. Over 41% of the total supply of the meme-inspired cryptocurrency has been burned so far, as the Shib community keeps coming up with new incentives or innovatives to burn Shib and decrease its circulating supply. According to data from the token burning tracking platform Shib Burn, a total of 410.29 trillion Shib have been burned since the cryptocurrency was launched. And then initially, Shiba Inu has had a total supply of 1 quadrillion tokens, but 50% of them were locked in a smart contract to provide liquidity on decentralized exchange Uniswap, while another half were sent to an Ethereum co-founder, Vitalik Buterin, however you say his last name, Buterin. Buterin took a large amount of Shib at the time, 1 billion in cryptocurrency, and donated it to the COVID crypto relief fund in India, along with significant amounts of other meme-inspired crypto assets, including Dogelon Mars. The Ethereum co-founder then grabbed around 90% of the Shib tokens that were donated to him and burned them in a transaction that removed over 410 trillion Shib from circulation. Since Buterin, I think it's Buterin, isn't it? Guys, I'm killing it today. Transaction, the community has engaged in a new token burning initiative, including burning tokens based on views to a playlist. In the past hour, there have been a total of 7,409,202 Shib tokens burned and 2 transactions. So far, a total of 410 trillion Shib tokens have been burned from the initial supply of 1 quadrillion. Jesus Christ, my voice just cut out. Sorry about that. Burning tokens permanently removes them from the circulating supply and increases the scarcity of remaining tokens. It's archived by sending tokens to special wallets with unobtainable keys, meaning the funds will forever be locked in them. Shiba Inu's burning rate has, however, slowed down significantly, with data showing that the winder only around 2 billion tokens were burned. These burns came from several burning initiatives, which could be boosted further. The cryptocurrency's price exploded earlier this year in a retail trading frenzy that saw it hit an all-time high of 4 zeros and 8 per token. It's currently trading at 4 zeros 4.2 as its price started dropping, although it's still up over 400% in the last 6 months. She was recently listed to the popular cryptocurrency exchange Kraken, while Nasdaq-listed retailer Newegg started accepting payments in it. Being listed on Kraken allowed Canadian healthcare services firm Ask the Doctor to add 1.5 million Shib to its balance sheet. Again, so this is kind of all of this is a very nice little wrap-up of everything that we've seen related to Shiba Inu news just over the last couple of weeks, and if anything over the last month, right? And you're probably wondering, well, what's the burn news? You said there's burn news. Well, this is the burn news, guys. The fact that we are already more than half, or not more than halfway, but we are already pretty much halfway there as far as burning, well, everything, which again, that probably won't happen. We won't burn every percent or every single token in supply. That'd be crazy if we did that. But again, the more this token gets burnt, which I think it's on its way to by 2022, 2023, maybe even 2025, right? Which is probably a kind of a longer estimate here. I would say that we would at least have burned up to 41%, or no, we've already burned 41%. I would say we have at least burned up to 59 to even 60% of the overall circulating supply. Now you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean? If you're not familiar with burns, if you don't know what they do, again, burns, basically what they do is they take the token out of supply, out of the circulating supply, and they put it into what's called a burn wallet. A burn wallet essentially takes that token out of circulation. Nobody can buy it. Nobody can hold it. Nobody can do anything with it. It is officially a dead coin, basically. And so when that happens, we tend to, not always, but we typically see values in cryptocurrency or whatever the asset is that's getting a burn go up, because of course the less you have of something, the less supply you have of something, the more valuable it's going to become. Simple supply and demand, right? The demand, for instance, is going to be a lot more for something that's a lot less plentiful. The reason why Shiba Inu is so cheap, right, as most people would refer to it as, just because it's, you know, it's obviously less than a cent, less than a tenth of a cent, less than 100 of a cent, right? The reason why it's trading at those levels is because it has quadrillions of circulating supply tokens, right? There is quadrillions of tokens outstanding that theoretically anybody could go and buy. And again, that is a tall order, not only one for a burn to burn all of those tokens, but also two for just anybody to buy all of those tokens. And again, it's great for the community, because obviously that is plenty of tokens for the community to not only want to accumulate, but also two for the whales to kind of like mess around with and do stuff with. But again, I do think that we will see more of a burn in the future. I do think that the burns are, if anything, only going to increase over the next couple of years. And by 2025, I really do expect that we would burn 60 to 65% of the overall circulating supply. I do not think we're ever going to burn 100% of the supply, because by then this token would, well, more than likely it would be at a ridiculous valuation at that point if we were to burn 100% of the token supply. But at 65% burned, I would not be surprised, guys. Let's zoom out here. This is the previous all-time high here. We would be well past that. I would not be surprised if we were at 1 cent by then. Again, one of my big price targets that I always like to talk about, guys, is my 1 cent price target. Now, again, lots of people like to argue market cap. Lots of people like to argue that it's impossible. It's never going to happen. Again, inflation is one of the biggest factors in this. Again, we are seeing now more than ever a ton of inflation that's going to be coming to the United States and to probably the world, the world over. But again, I digress. The point with inflation is that, of course, values across the board, whether it's a company's valuation in the stock market, whether it is the cryptocurrency's valuation, whether it's the amount of buying power that the individual in a market has, it's all going to go up because of inflation. People are going to get paid more because wages are going to be able to wages are going to rise. But also kind of the other side of the coin, prices in general for commodities, for gas, for market, just anything that is worth a dollar amount, that you have to pay a dollar amount to get, is going to go up more than likely. So again, even though wages are going to increase, we're likely going to see things that are going to get more expensive. That being said, I think that cryptocurrency is going to have essentially the same exact impact. We're seeing lots of people with inflation take out loans, for instance, loans either for personal loans for businesses or loans for buying real estate. And the reason they're doing this is because inflation, what it tends to do in an inflationary period, when you take out debt before massive inflation starts to really take hold and take grip, what tends to happen is that the inflation will kind of eat away your loan, because of course everything is going to get inflated. Money, or the cash supply, is going to go up. If you have a loan before inflation really hits, and that loan is kind of determined on a pre-inflation inflationary number, you're going to basically get more future money to put towards that loan that was put way before inflation was there. So therefore it's not factored into inflation. And overall, you're going to be able to pay off that loan a lot quicker. So again, I think we're going to see similar things across the board. And I think cryptocurrency is going to have a lot to benefit from this, in my opinion. It's a deflationary asset, right? It's not as really like the stock market. It's not obviously USD, which I know a lot of people who are into crypto hate the United States dollar, and they hate any fiat, right? Fiat currency. But again, guys, I do think that we are going to see Wow, my voice is killing it today, guys. Sorry, it's a windy day, a little bit of allergies going on. But again, I do think we are going to see more burns in the future for Shiba Inu. I think Shiba Inu, if anything, is only going to continue to go up in the amount of burned tokens or circulating supply that is being burned every single month, year, or even multiple years. And again, I think the burn mechanisms are only getting started. We're seeing all kinds of different payment solutions that Shiba Inu has worked out with different huge companies, especially like Newegg, for instance, with Bitmart or Bitsmart. I can't remember the name exactly. But either way, guys, there's a lot of new stuff coming out every single month. And I do think that for the most part, most of these pieces of news are going to continue to come out. We're going to continue to see new partnerships, new burn mechanisms, new listings, all this kind of stuff, guys. Again, if you're in Shiba Inu, this is a patience game, okay? And I always try to say this in every video. I'm not worried about the day-to-day, pumps and dumps of this coin. I'm worried about the news, the fundamentals, and where my position is at long-term. I'm thinking about this coin from a multi-year perspective. This is something that I am holding for the long term, and I am not going to sell anytime soon. Even if this goes to nothing, if I lose all the value on this token, I'm still not selling, guys. And again, that is something that I can say with full confidence because I believe in this coin. I believe in the ecosystem. I believe in what they are trying to accomplish. And they continue to do it. They continue to push forward and blow my expectations out of the water every single day. The only reason we're really down, guys, is because the overall cryptocurrency market is kind of taking a little bit of a nap, if you will. Again, it happens, guys. You can't worry too much about the day-to-day stuff if you believe in a project like this long term. If you're trading this, different story, right? But I'm more of a long-term investor. I'm more of a long-term minded person when it comes to investments, and that's kind of the way I feel. So let me know in the comments below what you guys feel, what you guys think, if you guys think we're going to see more burns with this token, if you guys think that this burn is a good thing, if we're going to continue to rise in value, or are we going to continue to kind of stay in these levels down here? I want to know all your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure to hit the link down in the description below for public so you guys can pick up a free stock with public. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.